Hey, Survivor Fit. I am actually live. I cannot believe that I am coming on here live, and I really don't know which way I need to be. I really don't know which way I need to be sitting or positioned because I normally do not go live at all. But this is something for me to start getting used to because I'm like so excited to start something different in 2025. And I've got to learn how to look at the webcam. Look, y'all, I got a long way to go. But if you want to bear with me until all of these kinks are worked out, I have learned that you don't have to have the most expensive camera. I've learned that you don't have to have the most expensive phone. You don't have to have the best lighting. There's so many factors that play into this YouTube thing and this social media thing that we're all learning. And for those who want to try something different and, get out of your comfort zone and begin to create, because there are so many of us who are creative and we just do not put ourselves in a creative position because we're afraid. We're afraid what we look like. We're afraid of who might criticize us, judge us, and all that kind of stuff. But on my page, my Survivor Fit page, I am here to represent the community of domestic violence. As a survivor, I am an advocate for domestic violence issues and for the community, period. I already have a nonprofit that I assist survivors when they move from shelter life into their new beginning by decorating their homes for free. So I'm so super excited to be in my 10th year of doing that. And during COVID, just to jump right into things, of course, you saw the title, but to jump right into things, I have had highs and lows, just like anybody else on earth. But there was just one thing that was missing. One of the things that was missing in my life was something that I was doing everything for everybody else, but there was just something missing for me. And for me, that was health and wellness. So I started to work out during COVID because I was going through a rough season in my life. I had to leave the apartment I was in, basically a soft eviction, if you want to call it. That's what it was, but it really wasn't one where, how you had your stuff thrown out on the curb or anything like that. Wasn't like that, but it was where I needed to find a place to live. And so there was just so much going on in 2019. This was right before COVID. My mother had passed. I had to move in with my sister, and I have a daughter and I had a granddaughter at the time. So it was rough, man. It was rough. But, of course, I'm here. Everybody's fine and healthy. So we made it through that storm. But during that season, I needed something to do. And I know I had started gaining weight, and I just wasn't, feeling the best. So at the end of 2019, I joined the gym. And I was like, look, I've just got to get my head and focus, and I got to get my body right and all that kind of stuff. So I decided to just say, hey, I'm just going to jump in. I'm just going to do it. And I joined the gym and I started working out, but I really wasn't really consistent until actually when the world shut down in March 2020. So I kept kind of going to the gym because where I was going to the gym, they, you just had to wear masks, just like almost all the other gyms. Some gyms had shut down for just a little bit, but they finally reopened maybe a month or 3 weeks or a couple of months after they tried to figure out what was going on with COVID or whatever. So with that, I just stayed consistent. I kept going to the gym. I kept liking what I was seeing in the mirror. I was eating a little bit better and wanted to start something that supported survivors of domestic violence in some kind of way. And with that, I was like, fitness is an amazing way. Now, I am not a personal trainer or anything like that. I was just working out at the time, but I am a cheerleader for people. I am a person who will applaud you for getting up, doing the work, and being your personal cheerleader. That's the person who I am. So I started working out and just posting my videos on social media. Kind of got used to it and it kind of got fun. I hadn't really worked out all the kinks of how all of these amazing videos come out. And people are editing like crazy. You look at it, it looks so professional and good. I'm not quite there yet, but I did start uploading videos in 2021. So when I started uploading videos and putting the music bed behind it and all that kind of stuff, it got really to be really, really fun. I haven't done that lately like I was, because of course I started working and I put work ahead of everything else, just like, you know, that sometimes that happens. I'm not blaming it on anyone else, but I just started to get complacent. I started to, just not get up in the morning or work out in the evening. Because during around that time, I wasn't working, but I had a part-time job here, then I had another job here, and those jobs just weren't working out for me. So I left those positions and I started really working out, and I started seeing major results. I mean, I was really starting to see results, and I was so freaking happy, man. I was so freaking happy. I was like, oh man, what am I doing? Why am I not consistent in this? And once again, just start, getting complacent, not showing up for myself like I should have. And it is what it is. That's what happened. I just didn't, I just wasn't consistent. Let me bring my volume up a little bit. I think it needs to go up a little bit more. And so hopefully y'all can hear me. But yes, so I was on a quest to enter a bodybuilding competition. And I kind of started and then it fell off again. I've had so many highs and lows, ups and downs, on and off again. And I was just like, okay, 2021 passed. 2022, I kind of kept uploading a few videos and, things like that. So I was a little bit consistent, but nothing like I was in 2021. I mean, in 2021, because I really wasn't working. I mean, I was consistent. I was in that gym constantly, 5 times a week, at least 4 to 5 times a week, early in the morning, late at night. It was just a lot of fun. And I was still in a position where I was still living with family members, but I got a really good job and I was able to move out. And at that time, I think I had turned 50. And y'all, I mean, I fell out bad. I started working and I just fell the freak off. I fell off terribly. And I was just like, man, why is this so hard for me to get up in the morning? And get ready to go to the gym and then go to work and all that kind of stuff. And so I was not consistent, man. I was not consistent at all. And so I titled this, You Think You Have an Unsolvable Problem, because we always do. We think that, just whatever we have made up in our heads, that's how we're going to be. But nothing changes. And then we still go year after year after year after year with the same crappy mentality. At the end of the day, it's crappy mentality. We don't push ourselves. We don't discipline ourselves. And this is all about discipline. Motivation is only going to get you so far, but discipline is going to take you where you need to go. And it's just like, someone who has a military background. That was discipline. Getting up at 4:30 in the morning, working out, eating, going over whatever they had to go over for the day, working out again, eating, going to bed at a decent time. Who does that if you're not in the military? You're not, but you're going to get up in the morning, you're going to brush your teeth, wash your face, you're going to shower, you're going to get dressed for work, whether you're going, you work remote or you are, have to commute into work. That's your routine. And you come home, you cook dinner, do a little scrolling on social media, or if you're streaming something on TV, and you're going to go to bed. You're not going to think about nothing else. You ain't thinking about working out. You ain't thinking about, walking. You're not thinking about, watching what you eat. I mean, all that kind of stuff just takes like 10th place at the end of the day, right? It takes like the 10th place in your daily structure of your life. And I just had to come to the point. I'm not a New Year's resolution person. I'm not a what do you call those people? Conspiracy theory. I'm none of that. But at the end of the day, I know that there are goals that I want to meet. There are things that I've said I was going to do, and I have not done them. So with Survivor Fit, I want women to come onto this channel and feel welcome. I want them to feel good about being with a perfect stranger, just listening to someone who's gone through what they've gone through. Because being a 13-year survivor, man, it's a lot. I mean, you still have to. Life is lifing, so you still have to get up in the morning, encourage yourself, motivate yourself, um, daily affirmations. Try to have a healthy mentality. Try to do it on your own. There's so many things that you have to do. You still, if you have small kids, you still got to take care of your children. You got to make sure that you have money in your pocket. You got to make sure you got food on the table, food for their school clothes. You got to have gas in the tank. I mean, child, listen, you got so much stuff you got to do. And to think that, you know, trying to better yourself, that goes way to the back. It's on the back burner because you be trying to do it by yourself. And so that's why came up with this title. Like, you think you have an unsolvable problem because you're trying to do it by yourself. And I get it. We want to isolate ourselves. We don't want nobody to know we're going through something or anything like that. But at the end of the day, two are better than one. That's what the Bible says. Two are better than one. It's in the Ecclesiastes. We have to put ourselves in a position to where we're going to win, but we don't always win alone. There are periods of isolation. Don't get me wrong. There are periods of isolation, but sometimes you need community to win. Sometimes you need community to give you that hand up. Sometimes you need community to be that cheerleader in the back. Sometimes you need community to say, hey, you know what? I'm having a hard time today, but hey, I can call sis over here. I can text sis. I can DM sis and say, hey, girl, encourage me. Give me something that you did back 2 years ago that helped you today or whatever. That's the kind of advocacy, group that I want to be a part of. And you want to be a part of that too, because not everything is accomplished in isolation. Everything is not accomplished in isolation. There are some things in life that you need community. I'm not saying that we have to be together, but we are needing each other through this great thing called social media now. Everybody is connecting through it. Everybody is connecting through it. So you do not have an unsolvable problem. You have a solvable problem. And I am here to help you. And that's my granddaughter. Okay, Ruby, Yaya's on live. So yeah, I'm keeping the grandbabies this weekend. I got two grandbabies, one 6-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old son, and he is sleeping right now. So that's why I'm gonna get on here and do this video, because child, that thing is all over the place. He wants too much. He be doing too much, and he's just a lot. But anyway, y'all, listen, sis. Let's get this going together. You think you don't have a solvable problem because, one, there's probably two things happening. You are still in that situation. You are still in that situation to where, you haven't decided to leave. And another one is you have fled your abuser, and now you're doing it on your own. You may be 6 month survivor, 12 month survivor, 5-year survivor. But how are you working on you? What are you doing to work on you? How are you self-care? That word self-care now everybody's using. What are you doing for self-care, or to stay healthy, or to be a part of a community? The time is now to start community. And listen, all the bells and whistles I do not have. I just have me and what God downloads for me to do. and I am going to be more visible and to talk to you, come on here more often, just to say, hey girl, what you doing today? What did you not do yesterday that you were supposed to do today? You were supposed to do something to create a better tomorrow, because that's what we look forward to. Child, we look forward to the future. That's what we look forward to. So, with that, you thinking that you don't have a solvable problem is because, one, maybe you may be trying to do it on your own. Two, you really don't believe that you can. And three, you don't have community. So it's time to get with it. 2025 just got here 10 days ago. And the things that you may have been thinking about 2 years ago, 6 months ago, 30 days ago, you're still thinking about it and you're not moving. So the one thing I would like to share that I have done is to hire a personal trainer. And was my income the greatest? No, it's not. But at the end of the day, I am stretching myself to break the limits off. It is time to break the limits off. I am stretching myself to break the limits off. And when it looks like, oh my gosh, the food prep, the meals I have to cook, man, am I gonna have the money for that? Oh man, I got plenty of workout clothes. I can just wash and repeat every 2 weeks. Wear these workout clothes, then change them and put them back on with a different sports bra. But am I thinking about that? No, I don't care who sees me. If I go to the gym and I have on a bra top from 2 weeks ago, it's clean. At the end of the day, it's gonna be clean. So I am saying to you, yes, Ruby.
To pan my nails.
Okay, I'm on the video, okay?
Okay.
I'm recording.
I'm going to paint it myself.
Okay, that's fine, but you need to make sure you have something down on the floor. That paper on the floor. Oh, this is real life. On the floor. You see the paper on the floor? The book? You see that? No, that notebook right there. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. And I am going to enter that bodybuilding competition that I was supposed to do back in 2020. Yeah, 2020. I think I created a video, a post on Instagram and said, do you think I should enter a bodybuilding competition? And that's listen, that's as far as it went. That's as far as it went. My post. Now, like I said, I did kind of do a little something with a trainer, and I was able to, I was able to, I am recording a video. So my grandchild is not allowing me to finish my video. I'm gonna come back. So after I help her paint her nails, I'll come back. But anyway, I just want to let you know you do have a solvable problem, and we're gonna get through this together. We are. I'm excited for you, sis. We're going to do this together, girl. We're going to do this together. We are going to get in here and we are going to work together. We are going to support each other. We're going to hold each other up. We're going to hold each other accountable. We are going to go to work. We're going to check in with each other. Listen, this is a community of women who have survived a lot. And there may be women who come on here who have survived more than just domestic violence. Surviving the world is important at this point right now because there's so much going on. And we need each other. We need community. And there'll be uploads about, my fitness journey and what's going to happen and what, how things are transpiring and happening. And I'm so, so, so super excited to have you all along with me in this process, because I'm not doing this by myself. I don't care if I have to upload every 3 hours. I'm not doing this by myself. I need your encouragement. I need your feedback. I need, I want to engage. We have got to come together, because we have put ourselves in positions to just, since we work remotely now, we're not around people a lot. Sometimes some of us may live alone or something like that. So it's time to engage. It's time to come together and work. Okay, we're going to do this. So actually, since it was like weather threats last week with the storm in my area, my training sessions were canceled because everybody wanted to be safe. That makes sense. So my first session with my trainer is on this coming Tuesday, and I'm so super excited, y'all. I am like so excited. I'm very nervous because I'm doing something that's getting me out of my comfort zone, but it is something that was going to put me in a different mental capacity. Training my body will be something that, and going hardcore is something that really isn't something I've done before, but I am up for the challenge. Even in my 50s, I am up for the challenge. Okay. So let's go, girls. We're going to do this. Yeah, I guess a little muscle too. We're going to do this, y'all. And you have a solvable problem. And those three things that I outlined, in the beginning, this is what we have to overcome. We've got to put ourselves in a position to not be complacent for our entire life. There are times where we do become complacent, but when you recognize where you are, you've gained weight, you're not eating right, you're not in community, it's time to start. And the time is now. 2025 just got here. Let's not diminish those goals. Let's not, because you can have goals. I mean, the New Year's resolution stuff, if you don't do that, that's fine. If you do that, that's fine. But let's put ourselves in position to win, so that you can look back when you're 30 years up the road, 20 years up, 5 years, and say you did it. You at least tried, and you had to maybe restart 3 or 4 times, because hey, I know what that's like. But you're still putting yourself in a position to win, because you have community now. You have someone to go along in the steps and the processes with you. So like, subscribe, and I had to start remembering that. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. Let's get with it. Let's do it like these sports teams. Let's get together. Let's because when you're in sports, are you alone? Even a tennis player, they're not alone, even though they're out there on the court by themselves. There's one challenger against the other, but they still have people rallying around them for them to go, to cheerlead them, to a golfer. They still have people around them. They still have people who challenge them. They still have people who are supporting them. And so let's do this. We are a team. We are a family. We are survivor fit. We are survivors. We have gone places that a lot of people have not gone. We've come out of places that a lot of people have not come out of. So let's show the world. Let's show ourselves. Let's prove to ourselves first who we are. And then let's show the world that we are doing this together. We've got to come together and create something, because there's just too much going on in the world right now. Who knows when this world will pass, but let's get it. Let's go. Let's do something. Like I say, I don't have the best equipment to do these videos. I am just turning on my laptop or my phone, and I am going to create a video. I'm going to show you the raw, authentic Shay. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the raw, authentic Shay. And I want you to be encouraged. I want you to know that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And so other than that, sis, I love you. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for hanging in there with me. And we got this. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel.
Thank you. My granddaughter says subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I had to get a little grandma face on a while ago, but I love my grandbabies. But sometimes they have no concept of when somebody's online doing a live stream. But I love them anyway. Like I said, my grandson is asleep, so baby, I got to get out of here before he wake up and have a little more me time. Okay. But anyway, love you guys. Subscribe to this channel, like this channel, and my granddaughter's showing me the white polish that she wants to use. I'm gonna go do that and buy me a coffee. Hey, that supports the channel, that supports my mission and getting on that stage, and proving that one woman can. All right. Love you guys. Bye, Survivor Fit. Take care. You are fierce, intentional, and triumphant. In case you were wondering what that meant, fierce, intentional, and triumphant. That you are. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, painting my nails.